When Harry Met Sally, guys, a timeless classic and one of my all-time favorite movies, starring Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan, directed by Rob Reiner and written by Nora Ephron. This movie is just so funny, and it stands through the ages. I cannot express how happy I am to have this be my first fun facts video. Alrighty guys, so let me tell you some really interesting fun facts. It was not hard to fall in love with these two. Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan just had this chemistry that makes it seem impossible to think that they thought about having anyone else. Tom Hanks was actually considered for the role. And yes, we do come to fall in love with these two in You've Got Mail and Sleepless in Seattle, but I have to say, I don't think anybody else could have played this role other than Billy Crystal. He just brings such a uniqueness, and his comedy and the connection between him and Meg Ryan is something that I think is what makes this movie. Along with Tom Hanks, there was Bill Murray, Michael Keaton, and Harrison Ford, all considered for the role of Harry, which I think they went in the right direction with choosing Billy Crystal. Harry's role was not the only one being considered by other actors. Miss Sally Albright was also being considered by other actresses. Molly Ringwald was actually casted as Sally, but due to scheduling difficulties had to turn down the role and then brought in Miss Meg Ryan, which I think is what makes the movie and was the right direction. Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan, they are what made this movie timeless, and I cannot imagine anybody else playing Harry or Sally. They made the right choice.
I came here tonight because when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible.
Another fun fact is that the movie was largely inspired by the writer Nora Ephron and the director Rob Reiner themselves. Many conversations were taken straight from conversations that they have had and put right into the script, which I think is just so cool. Characteristics such as Rob Reiner was actually going through a divorce and was quite depressed, but had a funny take to it, which you see a lot in Harry's character. And then Nora Ephron was a very positive but kind of uptight woman who brought that to Sally, even to the point of the way that she orders her food is just the way that Sally orders his food, which is very, very cool and unique. Conversations such as men and women can't be friends that you see in the beginning of the movie, the argument that they can't be friends without sex getting in the way, was an exact conversation that Nora Ephron had with Rob Reiner, and I just think that's so cool. Another very awesome conversation that was put into the movie that is a classic and is what the movie is well known for is the scene right here. The scene where Sally fakes an orgasm in front of the whole restaurant was a conversation that Rob Reiner and Nora Ephron, not the fake orgasm of course, but the fact that women actually have fake orgasm, to the point where Rob Reiner said, "Not with me," just like Harry says. And I think that is so cool. Another fun fact about this scene is what you're seeing right here, the fake orgasm, the big iconic fake orgasm scene was actually suggested by Meg Ryan to do it in front of everyone and to actually do the fake orgasm. It was just going to be a conversation until she brought it up. And then what you're going to see shortly, this woman that says the big iconic line was Rob Reiner's mother, her. Is that not so cool? And then the big iconic line that's one of the famous lines, not only in this movie but of all time, was actually suggested by Billy Crystal himself.
I'll have what she's having.
Another awesome fun fact, guys, before we fell in love with him in Hope Floats or he became our favorite American Idol judge, Harry Connick Jr. was an unknown artist that made his big break as the lead vocalist on the soundtrack of this movie. And one of my favorite songs is from him and is I Could Write a Book. Guys, if you have not listened to the soundtrack of this movie, I highly recommend that you do because it is awesome and I just love his voice. Alright guys, my final fun fact is that this scene was ad-libbed by Billy Crystal. You even see Meg Ryan look over to the director.
But I would be proud to partake of your pecan pie.
No.
But I would be proud.
At that point, Rob Reiner just said, go with it, and he kept it in the movie, which I think is so cool. Guys, this movie is my all-time favorite. If you have not seen it, you have to go see it. And if you have, you need to go rewatch it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment with your favorite fact, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Stay tuned.